Find functional hilarity at the Biffa Emporium. Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly. Hello, I'm coming to you tonight with a Nene Leakes cold shoulder, and these are today's lukewarm topics. Because we saved the hot topics for Pop Roast, but y'all might be interested in this. Now, there has been a new update in the Nene Leakes case. They said Andy Cohen basically tried to tank Nene getting a radio show. Now, Andy did say Nene would cost a lot. Nene would cost a lot. However, I'm going to say no. Here's why I think that is a false claim on this lawsuit's behalf. Nene ain't good by herself. To do radio, you have to be good by yourself. And honestly, Nene might have been able to work with the team on Fashion Queen, but Nene had Joan Rivers to rest on. I just don't see Nene being that successful on a show like that. She was okay on E, but wasn't nobody clamoring to hire her as a commentator. Didn't nobody care. The show fizzled out along with her career. And we've seen her YouTube. Now, Candy speak on it is something. Candy's interviews are cute, but Nene gets nowhere near Candy's numbers. Nowhere near. So I'm sorry, dear, but I'm gonna need you to dust that wig off and try it again. Get your Peter Pan out. In good news, Tekashi 6ix9ine was sucker punched in the head. It's just good news. It just made me smile to report that. The video's on TMZ. If you need a good giggle, honey, tune on in. Kapow! 'Cause I know that you don't forget how much I love when bops connect. And also, it's good to see a sucker punch get suckered. I mean, it was like a Chris Rock slap. It moved the head and shoulders, honey. And I'm sure it shook some dandruff loose, 'cause he looks like he has dandruff. And syphilis. Whack 100 says Tory Lanez is the real victim. Now we know why you're whack 100, because you whack times 100. So let's get this straight. The woman who goes to the hospital isn't the real victim. The woman who isn't believed isn't the real victim. The woman who has to go to court to testify against him isn't the real victim. Tory Lanez, who's done nothing but go about with his patchwork head and complain about women while running scot-free after having shot somebody. But he's the victim. He's still putting out music. He's still doing shows. He's still getting arrested. He's still taunting his victim. But he's the real victim. You short, small penis men sure do stay together. And speaking of the short and small penis, Lil Uzi Vert got into a physical altercation with A$AP Bari. Okay, I don't know how many saps there are, but Lord, that tree runneth over. The only sap I care about is Miss Butterworth's. However, Lil Uzi Vert, and I mean Lil, cause baby, you ain't no bigger than a minute. Why are you out here scrapping? You are gonna get hurt. It's like watching Lil Bow Wow attack Shaq. Honey, you gonna lose. I mean, through the whole skirmish, he looked like a child angry he couldn't sit at the adults' table. Baby, you embarrassed yourself. Black China whining that she wants to redo her testimony because she had to see her nudes again in court. They're your nudes. It ain't like you had to look at Rob's pecker again, because now that would make me redo some testimony. But honey, that's your puss. You've been looking at that joker all your life. I don't know why you that shocked. I mean, honey, everybody done seen you nude. It's like Kim Kardashian. It's Battle of the Nudists. We have seen your cervix for a shekel, your pussies for a penny, your down under for $1. It's a vagina. We all came out of one. Like, is it that big of a deal? It's a breast. I mean, the whole family is so nudie and up the vagine. I don't know why anybody could be shocked with this. I mean, y'all sit down and watch porn tapes as a family. A family. But in court, that snatch is shocking. I don't buy it, Black. I don't buy it. Candy Burris, I can't with you. You would like to see Will and Jada join the Housewives franchise? You wouldn't like that because, honey, you would get outshone. They really know how to do high drama. Honey, you and your family could not compare. They kids would get the spinoffs you would be vying for. You'd be a friend of the show before you know. Can you imagine Jada trying to solve beef with the girls at the red table? Heifer, please. ASAP Rocky got cheating rumors again. Rihanna, you better leave him before you drop this baby. Honey, he getting arrested. He going to jail. He cheating. Then there's rumors that he ain't cheating. Then there's rumors that he is cheating. He's too much trouble. You should have stayed with that billionaire. I just don't see what's so cute about ASAP. I don't see it. Marlo Hampton says Kenya Moore is not excited that she got a peach. When has Kenya Moore been happy for another woman? I will wait. We're going to sit here until you can name me one woman Kenya Moore has been happy for. Not that daughter, because that's a little girl. That's a little girl. A woman that Kenya's been happy for. I've never seen it. Who was she even friends with on the case? She wasn't friends with nobody. Cynthia tolerated her, and the truth is Cynthia was hanging on to that friendship like she hung on to Nene's to hang on to a paycheck. Cynthia's always been a low-key +1. In debt news, according to The Blast, Tyga's former business partner, Juan G. Brawny, has sued the rapper over claims he breached contract between the two and allegedly committed fraud. The lawsuit claims that on January 1st, 2019, Tyga and Brawny agreed in contract in which the Taste and Freaky Deaky rapper would pay Brawny more than $1 million over a 3-year period, made up of one initial $150,000 payment and 5 subsequent $100,000 payments over a 2-year period. Of the $1 million Tiger agreed to pay, he only came up with 2 payments of $150 and left that man high and dry. But my question to you, Brawny, is as many repossessions as Tiger's been through, because he was the first to be in debt news, I want to know why you thought his word was bond and his signature would save you. Because I wouldn't let him borrow a ham sandwich. I wouldn't let him borrow a piece of toilet paper. I wouldn't let him borrow a breath of air. His Rolls Royce was repossessed in 2019. His Ferrari was repossessed in 2016. His Maybach was repossessed. I mean, so you thought you was getting money, but meanwhile he calling Uber? Because his cars are popping up on milk cartons? Well, darling, you know what they say, a fool and their money are soon parted. That's like giving money to Sean Kingston. That's like letting him hold a watch. I wouldn't even give him a ring pop. I mean, you type in Tiger repossession, 3 high-end cars come up. So yeah, he owe you a car. Now, what were you doing? Were you getting him the cars? Because the contract never said what you was doing for him. You was getting him cars. He done fucked your credit up. Girl, he done it to so many baby mamas, now he got to find some Mrs. to pull the stunt on. I say that's sad, but hell, he's smart. He's getting these simpletons to sign on the dotted line. Lord have mercy, 50 Cent is still going after Tierra Marie. She done shown up for her little hearing. Tierra was hiding out saying she lived in Georgia so she couldn't come. So he hired a private investigator who tracked her down in Los Angeles. Girl, I mean, give him the money. He is not going to leave you alone. You better just give it to him. So she had to testify for 3 hours today. I mean, how long does it take to tell somebody you broke as a joke? 50 knows she ain't got it. I don't know how she paying her rent. Where is she living? Girl, you trying to get a shekel out of somebody down on Skid Row. He is just foul. I couldn't imagine being that foul. But then again, she tried to run his pockets, and she would have ran his, so what's good for the gander is good for the goose. Benzino to fight pop singer Aaron Carter in celebrity boxing match, but who's the celebrity? You've got a scarecrow and a chicken nugget. To me, this looks like some sorry reboot of The Wiz. Actually, we could call it the was. Cause you was known. Celebrity boxing matches with no celebrities. Omarosa and Flavor Flav are commentating. Girl, what? Omarosa, you ain't got shit else to do? I guess because you got near that fool, ain't nobody farting with you no more. Serves you right. You should be sitting right next to Flavor Flav. Now that's a punishment. We have some special requests from our followers on Instagram, and you can follow me on Instagram at Alexander Rodgers, Rodgers. So what y'all want me to talk about? Ms. MW wants me to cuss out the white journalist who went on a rant about Anthony Mackie and Monica performing at the Country Music Awards saying this ain't for them, but you wouldn't have country music if it wasn't for black people, you ignorant bitch. Child, they just honkies with a little soul. Everything they got, they took from us. Out here just not knowing your history. Somebody said what happened at the Janet Jackson concert. Y'all already know. That was a good one. We talked about Housewives on Pop Roast. Milan versus everybody. I'm trying to get back into the Bad Boys Club, but it was boring. I mean, Milan could have beef with the other boys, but do those boo-boos matter? Nobody on that show was a standout star, and the fact that you're running up under Zeus after being on Love and Hip Hop shows how, well, I can't call you mighty. It shows how the minuscule have fallen. I mean, you've shown your schlong and ain't got shit to show for it. Johnny versus Amber. I'm sorry, but we talking about shitting in beds. Now, I almost want to do an anthropological study of those who descend from the Caucasus Mountains, but when I literally have to sift through shit, I can't handle it. I mean, I guess she wiped with the sheets, but I know she dirty. I know they both dirty. I mean, how often were those sheets washed? Were they shitty regardless? Because if you gonna shit in the bed when you mad, I'm sure you letting some moist farts fly. So how nasty was that bed? Y'all wasn't washing, obviously. You wasn't washing your legs. Johnny looked like he ain't washed himself since the first Pirates of the Caribbean. I look at him and smell seawater and lube. Before we go, I know the doorman was talking about seeing Johnny Depp's penis. I don't want to see Johnny Depp's penis. I mean, maybe if we could take it back to like Edward Scissorhands, Johnny Depp, maybe then if I would, but no, now I don't want to see it. That's the old naked man at the gym who be air drying his balls. I don't want to see that. I don't want anybody describing his penis to me. Orlando Bloom has a good penis. If I'm going to think about pirate penis, that's where my mind going to go. Oh, God. Angela Yee has another podcast. Who's listening to her? Now she talking about money management. With wigs like that, you going to talk about money management? You don't know how to spend it. You might be making some, but you sure don't know how to spend it. Running around looking like a radio version of Candy Burris. The baby punched his own artist backstage. Why are you so angry? Because you're short. You that must be it. It must be runt syndrome. I know other short men, they ain't walking around that pissed off. Do you need a suppository with a sedative in it? What? Because something is up your butt, boo-boo. I bet you it's Boosie. Nicki Minaj reveals what clothing items men should wear to increase their sex appeal. Well, according to you, it's an ankle monitor. Maybe a orange uniform? That's what you seem to be into. It's what you're married. And you gonna fuck up a good thing news. 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg show Murder Was the Case. Production has been halted by stars because 50 won't stop snapping at them like they Tierra Marie. Honey, they don't owe you money. They can take those shows elsewhere, simply cancel them. Now, I don't know what the hell else is going to be on Stars, but I wouldn't want to deal with you. And I want to see closed mouth, chunky heel, so stop fucking up the groove. Eliza Rain calls out Future for ignoring his daughter's birthday. How do you think Future really keeping track after 9 children? He just forgot. It wasn't conscious forgetting. It wasn't on his mind. His 10th is on his mind, not his 4th. To be ignored would mean he would have to think about it and then choose not to think about it. Honey, his mind's just elsewhere. It's one thing to be ignored. That takes effort. You've been forgotten. Forgotten. Child, Netflix stock plummeted, and so they dropped off half the employees at the pool. I mean, half they shows is shitty. Everything with them is like a great first 2 episodes, and then blah, an okay first season, and then so I'm not surprised. And they should have been cracked down on password sharing. I mean, it hasn't been must watch since Tiger Kings. James Corden's show is ending. Thank God he has taken the hint. Get your ass on. You were everywhere, and now we sick of you. We don't hate you just yet, but we sick of you now, so sit down. We're gonna end it with this. Proud lesbian and YouTuber JoJo Siwa was playing with her hair and said, "Oh my goodness, look, I've turned into Justin Bieber." Honey, you realize he was trying to look like a lesbian. He was trying to look like you. I know you younger, but he was trying to look like you and your ancestry. He was trying to look like your people. He was trying to give you Rob Dixon before you gave Rob Dixon. He's always been in touch with his femininity. I'm glad you are too, hon. But yeah, child, that was a lesbian hairdo. Out here giving him credit for shit he ain't done. That shit's ours. All right, well, those were today's top stories from this bottom, so I'm gonna see you soon for Pop Roast. But we gonna get to love and marriage before that.
What is the topic?
Alleged what? Alleged who? Allegedly, allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue. Allegedly, allegedly.